If you're watching this video, it's because you've seen these Zack D Films shorts everywhere and you want to know how to make them. You've come to the right place. I've spent 2 weeks investigating exactly how these are made, and I found a workflow to make them with AI. Now, if you don't somehow know who Zack D Films is, he is a huge Faceless channel with over 25 million subscribers, and he creates these animated 3D shorts in a Blender cinematic style of everything from random facts to historical events and crazy coincidences. He's confirmed that he has a team of 60 animators and spends around 1,000 to up to 4,000 per short. Now, I know many of you are interested in being able to create these types of videos and getting similar results for your Faceless channels, but not many of us have $3,000 to spend per short to start with. So what I did is I spent about 2 weeks trying every possible AI tool, AI image generator, video generator, and what I found is I created a pretty interesting workflow that allows you to create high quality Zack D film shorts with AI and for under $1. First, to show you that this format actually does perform and is worth it in 2026 for a Faceless channel, let me show you what the earnings look like for Zack D Films. Of course, this is the origin, so if you look here on Social Blade, he's earning about 500k to 8 million per month. But what's interesting is there are actually quite a lot of copy-paste or parody channels of Zack D Films, and they are also doing very, very well. If we go over here, we can see this is the main one. He's called Zack Films, and what he does is he creates these Zack D film shorts, but he puts a comedy twist on them. You can see his videos get 400k, 1 million views, 300k, 1.5, 700k, and he's earning close to 12,000 to 200,000 per month. There's another one, he's called NYK Entertain, and he's also posting these Zack D Films videos but with a twist, and you can see his videos all perform at 50k, 300k, 400k, and he's earning around, if we just type him in here, it looks like he's making somewhere from 21,000 to 330,000 per month. Now, I'll briefly explain why Zack D Films shorts are such a good niche for Faceless channels in 2026. There's 4 main reasons. The first reason is low competition. Compared to other easily automatable Faceless shorts, like for example, if we go on YouTube and we type in Reddit story, Reddit stories are one of the most popular Faceless shorts and Faceless channel formats, but the competition is so high because they're so easy to make. With Zack D Films videos, it's a lot less competitive because it takes a lot more effort to create these shorts. So you always have an edge there, and that's one main reason why it's so good right now. The second one is the high retention, and which leads to quick growth. These videos have built-in retention. What YouTube prioritizes when looking at content is how long are viewers watching it for. Are people clicking off the video soon? Are they watching it to the end? Is the content engaging? That's the primary metric YouTube is using these days to evaluate and push content out to the algorithm. Because of the Blender cinematic style, the catchy visuals of these videos, and also the really interesting scripts and the context that the videos are about, it creates really high retention shorts, and that's what we need to grow and perform with Faceless channels. The third reason I give is it's quite easily automatable. So once you do get through the workflow, I'll show you the manual approach on how to make these, but then I'll also show you a secret tool that can let you automate the whole thing and post to your YouTube automatically every single day. Let's get into it. So there are 5 steps to this manual approach, and we will need So there are going to be 5 steps to the manual approach, and these are the accounts we'll need. We'll need an AI account so we can create our scripts. We'll need a replicate account. This is where we will generate our AI images and our videos. We need an 11 Labs account, which is where we'll create the voiceover, and I'll actually show you a way to clone Zack's voice. And we just need an editing software of your choice. Of course, we need the accounts you're going to be posting to, and I'll give you some tips on how to actually maximize your potential to get views. And then for the manual approach, you do need about an hour to 2 hours extra time. But if you watch to the end, I'll show you an automated method that takes less than 5 minutes. So step 1, we need to create our script and our prompts. So the script is the basis of the video, okay? This is the whole thing that's going to define whether or not people stick and keep watching the video and whether it will get pushed to the algorithm. You have 2 choices. Either you can take an existing Zack D Films video which I'll show you right here, and you can transcribe it and use your own prompts, or you can create one with AI, which is what I actually recommend. But let me show you the first method here, where we just transcribe a script and then use that ourselves. So if you go over to Zack D Films channel here, we'll pick any video that looks interesting. I think this one looks kind of interesting.
He adopted the
Copy the link and go to a YouTube transcriber tool. I like to use this first one here, but we will be adding one of these tools to our site. If we just give that a second. So just like that, it gives us the transcript from the video. And what we can do is we can copy that video. We can go over to ChatGPT, for example, and we can just tell it, please rewrite this script, keep under 600 characters, and paste it. And it should do that for us. But I actually don't recommend this approach because there are a couple reasons. When you just rewrite an existing script, you're not creating new content. The algorithms are very advanced these days and they can identify that, especially since Zack D Films' account is obviously much bigger than ours, and especially if we're taking videos from this section of his account, which is his new shorts, people will be able to tell that we've literally just copy pasted something he's recently made. So I actually don't recommend rewriting. What I recommend doing instead is using this prompt, which I will send to you if you comment prompt down below in the comment section. You take this prompt, just copy paste it, go to ChatGPT, and we ask it we're basically asking it for 10 different video ideas which match the type of stories that Zack D Films shorts normally have. Now, let's just find one that looks interesting. Dancing Play. This one sounds interesting. Dancing Play. Okay, so we're going to choose number 4, the Dancing Play. If we just come back and go to the second prompt, this prompt is actually what we're going to use to create our images and our video scenes. So this prompt is going to tell ChatGPT to take the story we chose and create all the scenes we need. So everything's already made for you. All you guys need to do is just pick a story, take the prompt, paste it here. Now that we have our full prompt, all our image prompts and all our video prompts, the next thing we need to do is create every image. Now, we're going to use a website called Replicate for that. It's this website here. And what it does is it gives you access to every single AI and video, image and video model on the market. This is what developers use to create their apps. It's what content creators use to have access to everything as soon as it was released. And it's much better than any other site like Leonardo, Hicksfield, because those are just wrappers, okay? Those just upcharge for when you can get direct access to all the models right here. So we'll be using this. All you need is a GitHub account, which is free. And I think once you create a Replicate account, you get $5 in free credits to try it out. And that's going to be more than enough for what we need today to create these videos. Just a quick note on price. You need to treat your Faceless channels like they are a business. Don't be one of the people who wants everything free. Be ready to pay the price for quality, because that's how businesses grow. Every business needs to spend money to make money. Now, with that considered, we have 3 choices in models you can use. So this is Flux 2 Pro by Black Forest Labs. It's the cheapest one. I think it costs about 15 cents per image. And the image quality looks about something like this. So it's a bit of a more goofy look, which we're not going for today. So we won't be using that. We have Sea Dream 4 by ByteDance, which gives us a closer look. You can see this looks like it was made in Blender. This actually looks like it could be in a Zack D Films video. But I personally have a preference for Nano Banana by Google, which is the best one. So that's what we'll be using today. What we need to do now is go and basically get the image prompts for each scene and just paste that in step by step. So I'll restart here instead of confusing you guys with the screen. I'll go back to Nano Banana. Don't worry about this, okay? Every link will be in the bio. I'll put direct links to the pages so nothing will be confusing. Right, when we get to Nano Banana, there are a few things that we need to do. First, we need to go right here, go to the prompt, and just paste in that prompt we got from ChatGPT. Now the second thing, which is important, is we need it to have a reference image to know what Zack D Films shorts look like. The AI doesn't really know what that is, but I have created this reference image that I will link that you can upload here and the AI will use as a reference. So you can see this is like a guide, it's like a most basic Zack D Films character model, and this is what lets the AI know that, okay, this is how the character should look, this is the vibe of the image and the videos. So we input that image, we come down, we change this to 916, which is the format we use for YouTube Shorts, TikTok Reels, Instagram Reels, and TikToks. JPEG, PNG, doesn't really matter, that's just preference. And then we just run that, okay? I'll fast forward this bit so you don't have to wait for the boring parts. Okay, perfect. So this is our output. As we can see, this is a woman in the streets of Strasbourg at 15:18 at dawn. Perfectly matches the prompt, and it looks exactly like a Blender 3D cinematic style image. This is going to be our first one. So what you want to do is download that. Probably keep it in a folder just so everything's nice and organized, because we're going to create all our images first, and then we'll create all our videos, and then we'll make the narration, then we'll edit it. So like I said, the manual approach, it does take a bit of time, but I will show you a way to automate all of this at the end. If we go back here, I'll speed all of this up, but essentially all you need to do is create all of your images right here. Alright, we've successfully created all our images, and one thing you want to do is just check that obviously it matches up with the script. So our script is about the dancing plague in Strasbourg, if I'm not wrong. Let me just go up and check that again. Yep, it starts with a woman, she starts dancing, it's Strasbourg in 1518, she starts dancing, no music, and then people start joining her, loads of people, they get really tired, and musicians come to cure it, dancing keeps going, and then everyone keeps dancing until they can't stop. So if we check, we should have, at least in the images, we should be able to see that story already showing itself. And we can see that here. If we go to our images, there's the dancing woman, here's the town dancing, people are getting tired, they try to cure it with musicians, and then they keep dancing until they're really, really tired and they just can't stop. Great. Now that we have all of those images, I like to just put it in a folder. So here, I've just got a little folder with all my images. If you're not lazy like me, you should probably number them from 1 to 6 or 1 to however many images you have in chronological order. And then we can move on to step 3, which is creating the AI video, which is a fun part. Now for step 3, we need to create all the videos for our images. So we'll be using ByteDance C-Dance 1.5 Pro here for that. What we'll do is we'll come and for each scene, you grab the video prompt now. So we grab the video prompt, copy that, we go over to prompt, paste that, and then we paste, instead of that Zack D Films anchor image I showed you earlier, what you want to do instead is you want to take the images you created, you just make the icons here, I think the first scene was this one, and you match them all, and then you can do anything, 4 or 5 seconds is okay. I like to go with 5 seconds because we have 6 scenes, and then 6 times 5 obviously is 30 seconds, and 30-second videos tend to be good. The quality will affect the price. You can either do 480 or 720. Just for the sake of the tutorial, I'll do 480. Go down to 916, you can keep the frames as it is. Camera fix, you don't want to take this because we want the camera to move, so don't touch that. Generate audio, we don't need that because we'll actually have narration, and then you can just run and just let it do it, and you'll see the output. So we've got our video output. There we go, it shows her dancing. That's perfect, that's what we need. We just go and download it, and then all you need to do is repeat that for every single scene. So second scene, we'll go to the video prompt, copy, paste that, use the image. I'll skip forward, I'll fast forward the video just so you guys don't have to see that boring part. But that's all we need to do. It's as simple as that. No thinking, just copy, paste, and let the AI work all the magic for us. Perfect, so we have all our videos back. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenes. I've downloaded all of them and I've not been lazy this time. I've given them numbers, so we have an order. And now we have all our videos. The next step, we're almost there. We just need to create the narration now. This is a super easy step. Perfect, so now that all our images and our videos are generated, we just need to create the narration for the script. And we can easily do that by heading over to this tool called 11 Labs. Most of you probably already know about it. Very good tool to create AI videos, realistic sounding ones. All we need to do is either come to voices here, or text to speech, and what we go and do is we find this prompt, the whole prompt, right? The script it gave us. We copy this and we paste it here. Now, I have specifically created this clone version of Zack D Films voice, which I have here called Zacky, but since it's on my account, I can't share this with you guys. It sounds really good. I'll just play it here.
The more we play, the more we discover.
I can't share this on 11 Labs, but I have wrapped it inside of a tool where you can use it, and I'll show you guys that at the end if you just hang on a little bit more. But this is the voice I'd recommend if you take Adam, I think it's Adam Stone.
The people who are crazy.
No.
Our distrust is very expensive.
This one. This sounds like one of those YouTube AI voices that normally perform really well. So I recommend you just choose Adam, dominant firm. Don't need to play with any of these settings and just press generate speech. Remember, 11 Labs has a
Strasbourg, 1518. Officials panic.
11 Labs has a free tier, so you will be able to create all of this without paying anything. This narration is completely free.
Strasbourg, 1518. A woman steps into the street and keeps dancing. No music.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll just download it and keep that somewhere safe and get ready for the next step, which is where we edit it all together. Great. We've made it to step 5, which is the final step to get our final video. All we need to do is load up an editor of our choice. So I've chosen CapCut. It's free, it's simple. And all we need to do is import our videos and our audio. So we don't need the images here. All we need is the videos and the audio. Go here, just copy all of these in. Oh, sorry. Go to the videos, copy this. And then I'll drag in the narration first because that's the basis for each beat. And then I'll start dragging in each one of the videos. Now, the thing with this approach is the narration doesn't necessarily sync with the timing of the clips. You do need to do a bit of editing yourself to stretch clips and slow down some other ones. But as I've mentioned a couple of times, I will show you a tool that does all of that for you. It syncs it all perfectly, so you don't need to waste all this time doing the editing yourself, because we've been doing this for, this has taken me close to an hour now. The results will be good, but I'll show you a better approach. For now, if we just have a quick look, this is what it should look like.
Strasbourg, 1518. A woman steps into the street and keeps dancing. No music, no rest. Within days, dozens join her, then hundreds. Feet bleeding, bodies collapsing, still they move. Officials panic. Doctors guess madness or curse. They hire musicians to cure it. But the dancing only grows, until the city itself feels trapped inside a rhythm it can't escape.
Okay, so the video clips were really good, but like I said, we have an issue with the syncing of the audio. So the easiest thing we can do is if we just go over to the audio here and we speed it up a little bit, and just speed it up until it basically matches the length of the clips. So that was good. I'd say probably an extra 0.05, 1.15. No, that's a bit too much. Maybe 1.12. There you go, perfect. So you can see right here, the clip is basically perfectly synced to the audio. If we final video should look a little bit something like this.
Strasbourg, 1518. A woman steps into the street and keeps dancing. No music, no rest. Within days, dozens join her, then hundreds. Feet bleeding, bodies collapsing, still they move. Officials panic. Doctors guess madness or curse. They hire musicians to cure it. But the dancing only grows, until the city itself feels trapped inside a rhythm it can't escape.
Right, and that's all it takes to create these Zack D Films shorts, doing it manually yourself. Cost estimation, let's do the maths quickly. I'll show you just how much it cost to make that. So I'm going to go over to the replicate dashboard here, and if I go to predictions, it'll show everything we just made here. So we created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images with Nano Banana, and the approximate cost per image was 4 cents. So if you go to a calculator here, and we do 0.04 times 6, it's about 24 cents for the images. Then if we look at the videos, we created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're about 7 cents per video. So if we do 0.7 times 6, oh no, 0.07 times 6, there you go, 42. So we do 42 plus, what was it, 24? 26, something like that. Oh god. 0.42 plus 0.26. 68 cents to create a Zack D Films short with AI, down from 3,000. Now of course it's not the same quality, but for the time and the cost and what we have available to us, it's the best start we have to create these Zack D Films shorts AI channels. Now if you've stuck around to this point, it means you're really invested in creating a Faceless channel with Zack D Film shorts. And while this approach is good, it has a couple of downsides. We spent a lot of time manually editing, creating the clips. I've been here for about an hour and a half, and not many people have that much free time in a day. And one of the most important things for YouTube or for content creation in general is being able to post consistently. When you post consistently, that compounds your growth, because every miss leads into the next potential win. Now, I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to automate these videos perfectly, and a couple other flaws that this approach has doing it manually. You see, we have no subtitles in this image. If you want to add subtitles, we have to do it ourselves. We have to come over here to our editor, we have
dozens
to write the
join
text,
her.
and then we need to edit the text. We need to match it to the script. That's probably another half an hour of work, but this tool I'm going to show you also does the subtitling automatically. A third thing is this clip has no music. Zack D Films normally plays his very iconic music in the back, and that goes a long way for the retention and the watch time of his shorts. This tool also includes the music, so I'll just go ahead and show you it right now. If we head over to this tool that I created to help people automate Faceless YouTube channels, it's called tailtalk.io. I'll show you exactly how you can create Zack D Film shorts very quickly at a high quality, and how to automate the posting. So we go to the dashboard, just log in, create an account, go to Zack D Film shorts, and then we'll do a comparison. I will use the exact same script we just used, and we'll see which one creates a more interesting video. So I've got the prompt right here, and all I'll do is, there's actually two ways to approach this. Either we can use the simple editor, which will just really quickly make us a video without any input. You just paste the script, you choose a voice. This is the Nick voice I mentioned on 11 Labs that I couldn't share with you guys, but it's available in the tool we built for you. So there's a voice called Nick, which sounds
Automate a Faceless YouTube channel with Tailtalk.
but this is my favorite. This one is exactly like Zack.
Automate a Faceless YouTube channel with Tailtalk.
So that goes a long way for the retention as well. We also have access to the exact Zack D Films music that he uses right here. So if you've watched his shorts, you will recognize these music. I'll go for the, let's see, this is a pretty dark video, so maybe I'll go for the second one. No, I'll choose the first one. We can choose which model we can use. This basically just defines the output quality. So the bigger the model, the higher quality images and video we're gonna get. We'll use max for this video. Subtitle style will stay with bounce, and then we'll just press create video. Give it a couple minutes and it will have the video ready for us. Perfect. So that took about 3 minutes. All we did was paste the prompt, click a couple of buttons here, and we have a 26-minute video. Let's check out what that looks like.
Strasbourg 1518. A woman steps into the street and keeps dancing. No music, no rest. Within days, dozens join her, then hundreds. Feet bleeding, bodies collapsing, still they move. Officials panic, doctors guess madness or curse. They hire musicians to cure it. But the dancing only grows until the city itself feels trapped inside a rhythm it can't escape.
Okay, so I think that was a much better video. We had subtitles, we had the actual Zack narration, and we had background music. If we look at the clips as well, actually, we had a lot more variety in the clips. We had the woman dancing, we had the crowds, and we also had the officials. So it actually matches with the script. We don't have to go into an editor and change anything manually. We just press the button and we got this output. Perfect. So now for the final part I mentioned, if you've stuck around to this, you're very serious about these Faceless channels. This is what you need to be able to automate your content and really be consistent with your posting, which is one of the most important things when creating content on YouTube. So we built this series tool which allows you to auto post to YouTube. You can simply come here, connect your channel. Perfect. So I've just connected this to a test account with no videos and no uploads at all, but it's as simple as that. You connect to your YouTube, you come here to create a new series. Long form will be coming soon, but it's shorts for now. We're going to choose Zack D Film Shorts. This is to set up automated posting. Let's call it Daily Zack Videos. So you can add a description here if you like. And we can choose the video topics we want. So let's say we wanted to make interesting history scripts, and we also wanted to make what if scenarios. We'll also throw in some science facts in there too, because Zack D Films normally make science facts. And what that will do is it will, each day AI will create a script for one of these topics, and that's what it will use for the video. We can also add a custom topic here if you want, but we're not going to do that today. We can choose the voices we wanted to use. So if we just want Zack to be used, we just choose that. If we want it to be a random selection between, say, Zack and Nick and Adam, we can do that too. And then we can choose the videos, the music we wanted to use. We're going to choose one of these two, so we can choose between those. Here we'll just choose Zack actually, or we'll put Nick too. And we'll just choose Tail Talk Mini, which is the smallest model, but that should be good enough. And the subtitles will have zoom and bounce. English is what we want. Daily, we can choose either the days of the week we want to post. So let's say I wanted to post Fridays, Mondays, Wednesdays and Sundays, we can do that. Or we can just go here, make it post daily, choose the time. Normally a good time to post is 8 p.m. I am UTC, 8 p.m. UTC is a nice time. Come here, check all our settings, and just like that, automated posting. This will create the videos for us. It will upload it to YouTube for us. It will make the title, the description, completely hands off, nothing you need to do. Fully automated Zack D Films Shorts with AI. And the tool is tailtalk.io. Like I said, I will put all of this in the description, or if you comment prompt, I will send you the mega prompt with all of these links included. Thanks for watching this. I hope I was able to teach you a thing or two about Zack D Film Shorts. Once again, comment prompt in the description and I will send over all the prompts to you and all the links I used. And all I have to say is good luck with your Faceless channel. Don't give up. Keep creating quality. Don't be scared to pay for quality. And I'll see you next time.